you, I guess, assess this game from start to finish? Felt like a couple different games in one.
I just felt like a playoff game. There was not a lot of space. It was physical, heavy, hard to, not a lot. You had to work for every chance you got from a 5-on-5 perspective, both sides. And, in the third period, they capitalized on a few of our mistakes, and we didn't do a good enough job capitalizing on their mistakes.
Is that what it just comes down to, the mistakes in that back half of the third?
Yeah, the winning goal, just shouldn't happen. We win the face-off and we got beat on the jump, and then we drifted away from our net front, which is not what we do in the D zone. So, but they did too. I mean, they made mistakes as well, and we didn't take advantage of it, or their goalie made a big save or whatever it is. So, we need to score. It's hard to score 5-on-5 goals. You need to get to the front of the net more. They're big D. They're physical. They're heavy box outs. You're getting cross-checked in the face, and you got to fight through it and find those rebounds. Now, I thought we created enough in our O-zone movement. We didn't finish. We had some really good looks, and we put ourselves in some good spots that we didn't take advantage of.
When you say not taking advantage of, is it just the goaltenders happen to make the save, or you have a chance to shoot and they're not shooting it?
That's a combination of all of it. Goalie, Sogard's a really good goalie. Yeah. He made some very good saves tonight. I think we need to get to the front of the net more and create more chaos. Our D need to, do a better job delivering pucks when our forwards are at the front of the net. But we also got some. We had, I think Cozy was wide open in the slot 2 or 3 times. Byro was wide open in the slot a couple times. Start of the third period, Murray hit Metza coming in for a side angle, kind of break. We created, we didn't finish it off.
Stillman had a hit and a couple of shots. What do you think of him and his return?
It was nice to have him back. He's just a good presence. He's loud, he's physical, he's assertive as a player. It's really good to have him back.
Some concerns about the power play, especially at home lately?
Yeah.
And what is it? What is it?
Too cute. Too cute.
Is it...
Too cute. And that was the message at the end of the first. Obviously, we went out and scored a power play goal. There's a lot of skilled players on these 2 units, and sometimes skilled players want to be too cute. And more often than not, power play goals are scored like we got ours, which is shoot, collect a rebound, shoot again, collect another rebound, keep them in chaos, shoot again, collect another rebound, and finally you get rewarded. Most power play goals are not pretty, in spite of what they show in the highlights in the NHL network. Most power play goals are shooting based, and then they might end up being a pretty goal because you've got them spinning in chaos because of the shot mentality. And we've been way too cute lately.
And the shorties against?
Too cute.
And it's a byproduct of that?
Yep.
What do you think of Devin tonight? You have some help on some of the goals, but just what do you think as a whole?
He was good. Wasn't the reason we lost, not the reason we won, right? So he was solid.
You've been writing a lot. What has he found here? Has he found a groove, do you think? I think this is the most he's played probably since late last year or even at college. What has he maybe found here the last few weeks?
Well, this is, he's getting to play. So, and then there's great that comes with that because he's been very good. And then there's challenges as well. There's the workload and recovery and mental prep and just not having as much time to go through the routines that you want to go through if you have 4 or 5 days leading up to a game, right? And because the games are coming, this stretch right now is like a playoff pace, right? The games are just keep coming at you. And those are all great learning lessons for him to go through.
I've asked before, the numbers have kind of stayed at zeros here for a while. Roseanne, are you starting to worry?
No.
And why do you say that?
Because he's getting chances, and he's playing his best defensive hockey that he's played in his career with us. He's one of our best penalty killers right now, all of that is added responsibility and added minutes, and is that, take a mindset, or does it tire you a little bit for offense at times? It might. He's a young kid. But these are things that he needs to learn how to do. He's learning how to be not a support player like he was last year. He's got to be a go-to guy. He's got a pressure on him to drive us every night. And he's playing 18 to 20 minutes a night. He's one of our most minute penalty killers. He's been excellent on the kill. And those are all things that, he needs to learn, how do you play that many minutes and be an elite defensive player and be a great penalty killer and still score and produce? Because it's all the responsibility that you need to have when you climb your way out of this league into the next league.
Is it also a positive sign that his defense isn't suffering? Because obviously guys who score sometimes cheat to try to get that offense going.
Correct. His defense has been excellent. He's been an excellent defensive player for us over the last 2, 3, 4 months. Like I said, he's been one of our best penalty killers as well.
Can he grasp that he's still growing through all this, that he's still an asset, you know what I mean?
Yes, he knows he's still getting better and growing. He's frustrated that he's not scoring 100% especially because he's had the looks, and if you're not getting looks, and it's hard right now in our division. It just is. Like, the standings are tight. The North Division is incredibly physical. And a lot of teams in our division have elite goaltenders like we faced tonight. And goals aren't free, and they're hard to come by for everybody.
Some of that fatigue from the busy slate recently kind of chip in for some of those defensive mistakes in the third period?
It shouldn't. It might, but it shouldn't. Yeah, you got to be, if you are a little more physically fatigued, you have to be mentally stronger, and you got to be more dialed into your execution.
The shot totals have been pretty high in the past 2 games. Is that a concern for you in any way?
Monday, yes, but there's a little rope-a-dope at times in the third period. We defended the interior. Today, no. I think when we look back at that, most of the volume of shots for them was on the perimeter. They didn't get to the inside on us very much either. They just capitalized when they did, which we didn't.
You mentioned 2Q and power play. The logic for going to 5 forwards on the 1 line.
Our top guys haven't been good enough this year. So, now there's been some injuries in there. Prowsey was out for a while. Metza was out for a while. Clegg's up, but we put, I think our power plays looked better since Beersy's been up top. So, now that takes him off the flank though too, which he's also pretty darn good. But, like I said, it's just been too cute, and they just don't have enough of attack mentality right now.